Hi, this is Dave Chenault with Skylight Systems, and in this video I'm going to walk you through the built-in reports and also show you how to use list views to create your own reports and customize views of the various modules in SideKick365 xRm Enterprise. So let's get started. At the home page you'll notice a drop-down called Reports, and let's investigate that a little bit in this video. The first drop-down option is for Pipeline Report. And we'll pipeline report for 2014 and see what we have coming up in the opportunities for this year. You can see we've got some steady growth here and a huge spike in October. So maybe we're related to the end of some sort of fiscal years for some of our big customers in October. Now I want to see who's making those sales happen. So let's go into the pipeline by owner and run that same report. And now what I'll see when the report comes up is I have the same sort of a curve, but I can see who is making those sales. Both Amy and Alan look like they're doing pretty well. They're neck and neck, except for Amy is a little bit ahead in October, where Alan seems to be ahead throughout the rest of the year. Let's take a look now at the sales by month. And these are actual sales that have occurred, and we're going to have some simulated data for 2014 in our system. Let's take a look at sales by month for the year 2014. So give it a second to redraw. And now when we run this report, we'll see actual sales that have closed month by month for the period of 2014. And then let's take a look finally at the sales by owner. And we'll run that same report for 2014. And this time we want to see what the ratio is between the different sales reps. So here we see a nice pie chart. So this charting is available to you. The best thing to do is for you to get in touch with us at info@skylightsystems.com, and we can work with you to build any kind of customized reports that you might need. But you can see that they're very fast. They look very nice. They print out great. And we can build virtually any report you need out of the data, and we'll help you do that. So how do these look when they print? Let's just take a quick look to see that. So if we do a print preview, you can see that they come out looking very nice. And I can format it any way I want. I can make it shrink to fit, etc. So you get the idea. Now let's look at some of the different modules and the list views and see what we can do with these views. Here I'm in the accounts, and I'll notice here I've got a ... Let's select that. And I have some options here. I'm going to go ahead and create a view. Now this view is going to be a standard view. And what I'll do is I'm going to give it a name. I'll call this one Skylight 1. Okay, and I'll make it a public view. I don't want to make it the default. And I'll have it be the account, the type, the owner. Let's throw some other fields in there too to do some interesting things. Let's do the actual address, state. Let's look at a few things here. Let's pick the city. Let's pick the state and the country. And country is going to be up here as well. And let's go ahead and filter it. First of all, we'll sort it by the state in ascending order. So let's do that. And then we'll filter it by the city within that state. We'll sort it that way. Let's run a filter on it and show the country is equal to USA. So we'll show all the US ones. And then we'll do a group by state. So we're going to group it into the states. And then we'll do a group by, well, let's leave it at states. I don't want to make it too busy. Then let's do a total and do a count by, the state. Okay. And then I think that's enough. Let's make the item limit. We'll call that one, let's put 5,000 here. That way we can see everything. And we can enable this from mobile view, and we'll say OK. Let's see how our report looks. Now what you see is we have 250 accounts in the system right now that we can see. And I have my subtotal by state. And I can see my different accounts in each of these states right now. Let's look at California as well. Okay, so now I've built a very nice little report that'll show me all of the different accounts I have in each of these in the US by state. Now if I want to print this out, let's see how it looks. And I'll make this one, instead of landscape, I'll make it portrait. And you can see I have a very nice looking report. So just like that, I can create a report out of a view and save that and make it available to everyone or just myself. So we're fine with this. We'll go ahead and close that preview. Now here I am at this view. I want to get back into SideKick, so I just click on the S. And when I do that now and go to Accounts, you can see in my drop-down now that I have that Skylight 1 option again. And the only trick here to moving around it, remembers how it looked, is just click on the S to get back into the main application again. So very easy to create your own list views, and this is very powerful. You can make all kinds of reports simply. And you can also modify a current view. So if you wanted to go into, let's say, the accounts, and I want to modify this default view, and that's my all accounts. And I wanted to modify this one, so let's go and modify the view. It'll bring up the same page I used to create a view, and I can change it around. I could add in a different field, I could add subtotals, etc. So it takes a second to open that up. And when it does, I can then go ahead and modify it as I want for my default view for that list. So let's just go ahead and add in for Kick's country, and we'll say OK. And now when it comes back, I should see country listed in the far right. Okay, so very powerful. It's very easy to use. I think that for most of your reports, you'll be able to make all the reports you want. If you want some fancy graphics, that kind of a thing, and change it around, then you can do that. You can contact us and we can make all these fancy graphical reports and help you out. Virtually anything you can imagine is possible in the system. And you can see that it's very fast. This is running in Office 365. So I hope you enjoyed this quick peek at list views and built-in reports. I think you've got a great appreciation now on how you can build some customized reports right out of the box with SideKick365 xRm Enterprise. And we're leveraging all that great capability that SharePoint gives us to its full extent here. So if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us at info@skylightsystems.com, and that's SKYLITESYSTEMS.com, all one word, info@skylightsystems.com for any of your questions. And again, thanks for your time. We appreciate you watching this video.